guys, so check this out. So this video here is supposedly some women telling us men how to keep them to think about them. No, to keep us. Oh, how you? No. How to get is how to keep the woman thinking about the man nonstop. So apparently this video is very old. It's like 3 years old, but we came across it and we wanted to just chop it up, talk about it. And I don't know, man. Let's see what she got, bro.
How to get a woman to think about you nonstop. Hey guys, I'm Apollonia Plenty.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Relationship coach that helps men get results and master your attraction skills.
Like people, man.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to get a woman to think about you nonstop. This starts with the emotional connection that you were able to connect with her. Emotional connection does not mean that you get over emotional and talk about your deepest desires early on. The emotional connection means you show her that you are the guy that she wants. So the time you spend with her is very important to the attraction phase. Make this time fun, light, and make your presence known. So in this video is going to be more about how to get her to continue thinking about you once you are in that stage of spending time together and now you want her to think about you even more. Tip number one, do not be predictable. This is the most important out of all of them. You want to show an imbalance so she knows that she still has to attract you, that she still has to do some work to get you. Meaning if you text her good morning or good night all the time, then don't do it too much anymore. See if she starts to do this. Also, don't respond too early.
Bro, I swear to God, I used to do that shit with the text messages, B.
Too much?
Oh, yeah?
No, I do it, and I notice I did it every day, then I stop to see if I get that same treatment, B. That's one point for her, sir. It's 1 point.
Yeah.
Early to her text. Make her wait and get excited to see your name pop up on her phone. Tip number 2 is be mysterious. Let her wonder what you are doing. Do not post everything that you're doing every single second on Instagram or on Facebook, like what you're eating, who you're going out to dinner with, where you're at for happy hour. Instead, post less if you are active on social media. Also, being mysterious means temporarily disappearing. You don't want to disappear for too long, but disappear long enough where it gets you wondering what you are up to. So if it takes you a whole day to reply to her morning text, and then at night you finally text her back and say, I've had such a busy day. I hope your day was great, and I'm going to head to bed as I have a long day tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon, and good night.
Go ahead, speak on that, Jen. I want to hear this one.
I'm going to sit all the way back on this.
It's like, if, just like men, like women like a little bit of mystery too. Like we don't want somebody that's just coming off like hella thirsty, but like just leave a little bit to know that you're interested, but not just like over the top. Or if you do come in over the top, like kind of like fall off a little bit for like a day or two, and they're like, well, damn, what the heck? He ain't. And then it'll like, okay, it'll just kind of reel back in a little bit. It is a balance of showing interest versus not being like crazy bugaboo. But I don't just being honest. Like here recently, like somebody wasn't showing me enough attention. So like,
what the hell was that?
That was scary.
Yo, it's a poltergeist.
Jason, man, you need to cut that out now.
That wasn't me. I swear.
Bro, I heard that shit.
Bro, that was not me, sir.
Bro, that shit was some fucking scary shit.
That's why I got scared. That's why. He said, Jason, you need to cut that out. So I said, bro, that shit scared the fuck out of me just now.
Yeah, no, that shit sounded pretty fucking crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Jason, man, stop playing, man.
what?
Bro, I did not do nothing, bro.
I don't trust you.
So I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. You gonna be hugging Jessica. Hey, boy.
Bro, behind him, bro.
Here go Jessica holding Twan. Here go Jessica holding Twan. Twan's gonna be all right. It'll be okay, baby.
But I will say,
Keep it up, boy.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was scary though.
hearing like that, it takes it.
All right, let's get back.
Nah.
This message shows her she is not your
agree with you.
priority, and women love this. They see you have a life that you love, and it shows stability, which leads me into tip
Pause it real
number
quick.
3.
I feel like she's doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about just by the fact that she's got like little tricks, YouTube tricks to make the video more interesting, like the slow zoom and the I'm not buying it,
Well,
bro.
she sounds like she don't want. She's giving advice on not being too clingy. You know, not being too attached, but the element of advice.
Yo, I hope she bring up a segment where she give you advice how to get a new internet provider, sir. I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
Very important. This man gotta really change for daily life for the rest of her life, and he just got raw, bro.
Bro. But yeah, we heard you, Twan.
Nah, we heard you, bro.
Oh, he's young.
You can't even move. You can't even hold still, boy. All right, let's get back.
Tip 3 is do this a couple times, not just once, but there are some dating coaches that will tell you to go off the radar for 3 days or 4 days or even 5 days. But let's be honest, if this woman is attractive and has her pick, she isn't going to be turned on by this because it just seems shady. You just have to pop in and out, but on your terms because you are the busy one. Keep this up for about 3 days. Once you start engaging in conversation again, she is going to be thinking, what are you really doing? She might think things like, does he have another girl? What is he doing that he is so invested in that he isn't giving me the time of day? This stands out from a lot of other men and what they're doing right now. Remember, you want to be less predictable during this time, which enhances her attraction towards you. I mean, most of the time, this girl might even say, when am I going to see you again? When you reach back out to her again. And this is where you want her to be. So tip number 4 is making the plans after being busy. Let me clarify a little bit of what I mean. You want to pop in here and there, but be less attentive during this 3 or 4 day time, meaning not replying to her texts a lot, not replying to her messages a lot, and just blowing her off because you're busy. Tip number 4 is making plans after being busy. When you start chatting with her again, just let her know that you've been busy with work, but also focus the conversations on what she's been up to and not always about you. You don't want to fully answer her questions because it brings more mystery to her. Once you do this, schedule something with her eventually and not right away. Why? The time that passes will get her excited to see you again. That time is critical to the attraction phase. Say something like this. Hey, I'm busy the next 2 days, but have some time on Friday night. Would you like to grab a drink around 7? I encourage all of my clients to do this because you don't want to become that text messaging buddy. Make sure your text messages are simple, to the point, and close-ended most of the times. By not making yourself so available will give her enough time to miss you and want to see you again. This is how you stick out in her mind. If a woman is not reciprocating any of this, then she might not be interested. If you are struggling with this attraction phase and you have your eye on a specific woman that you want right now and you just don't know how to do it, then I invite you to reach out to me for a private coaching session so I can give you the step-by-step process on how to do this and also point out what it is that you're doing wrong. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up, and as always, subscribe if this is your first time visiting. And I'll see you again in the next video, and remember, you are always loved. Bye.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
Because if she's not already like attracted to you and into you from the jump, like she's not gonna deal with a lot of the BS stuff.
Exactly. That is true.
Like if you just appear for 4 days and be like, okay, I'm like whatever.
It'd be a done deal.
Now, if a man like comes into the picture and he like seems like he has all this shit together. Like, okay. And then like a few other things. But no, you still have to be like semi-attracted or have something to bring to the table from the jump. Like, you can't just walk up and be like, oh, I'm gonna ghost you. I'm gonna act like I'm too good for you, and this, that, and it's gonna make me want you. No, it don't.
Shit, you be replaced by then.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it depends too, like on the woman's maturity level and where she's at in her life and like what she wants. That might work for like when you're like 16, 17, but not when you're like trying to do stuff in life.
I think she was just right about one thing, and it says girls get more interested if they think you're talking to another girl. Like, I don't know why females are like that.
I think that goes maybe both ways. Like, at the end of the day, like, if nobody wants that other person, you're like, they're not nothing. But if you know, like, you have to like slightly compete for that person, you're like, oh, I better step my game up. I better shoot my shot. I better get in there. But
What the
Bro, what's keep doing that, bro?
What the
I think Twan doing that. Twan doing that, bro. Twan doing that. Cause when it happened, I see Twan look up and start smiling, bro. I tell you what
Stop me.
it's not what you doing over there.
I'm not doing anything.
because I ain't gonna lie, it only happens when Jen talk. So I think Twan. You don't hear it?
No, I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
That's where it's coming from.
Oh, so it might be you, Jen. I don't know, man.
What kind of noise is it?
It sounds like you got a poltergeist in your house. The poltergeist.
I don't know. She lives in Oklahoma. That's like the worst haunted place. All the dead natives out there, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, the first time that joint had sound scary though.
No, bro. And I kind of believe Twan because like the first time Twan was like dead ass scared. Like,
Yo, Twan was scared. Twan jump up, boy. Twan was scared, boy. Oh man.
What y'all are talking about? Because I don't even never hear.
I mean, you the only one not hearing it. Either your premiere guys
I don't know.
or it's coming from your house.
Hold on 1 second. Constantine. Yeah, we got one. All right. I gotta call the Ghostbusters.